Next up was Katelyn Epperly, and she decided to sing The Scientist by Coldplay, and she decided to play piano. I gotta tell you, Katelyn looked gorgeous tonight. She really did. And I wanted to hit the judges because I thought so far that was the best performance I've seen on American Idol this season. This song had me balling at the end. Even though, you know, she kind of veered off a little bit in pitch towards the end, the thing about that vocal was just like so haunting, you know? And you know this was the type of song that she was really connected to. And I felt that. Towards the end, I was like tearing up. I couldn't hold it in, you know? And I wasn't on the Katelyn train when I first heard her. But now hearing her do The Scientist, I thought she had a real moment, and now I can say I can become a fan of hers, you know, after this performance, because I thought that was freaking amazing, you know, that was magic on stage, and I really felt that the judges got it wrong when they said it was too slow, because it was passionate, and obviously I'm tearing up already, because that song got to me. That's how good it was. That was a moment right there. I wouldn't be surprised now if Katelyn hits the top 3. If she keeps on pulling performances like this, she can actually win this competition. I can actually see her winning this competition. Next up was Mrs. Paige Miles, and guess what? She is the female version of me. I want to do the same thing, sing rock songs, but then put a little bit of soul into it. That's my vibe too. So I connected with her on that level. But she decided to sing Kelly Clarkson's Walk Away Tonight. Now I'm kind of torn on this one. The first half of that song, when she was really changing the phrasing and the timing of that song, it just felt really weird to me. I didn't quite like the changes she did. Second half though, I really liked. I felt like she, one of those singers that really need to stick to the melody a little bit more. You know, because she has a great voice, and her voice alone could do wonders, you know? And I really liked the falsetto note, just not in that song. I think it was a little bit overkill for that song. But I would love to hear that falsetto more and, you know, have her fine-tune it a little more. But that's one thing I really liked about her. So, in all, I thought it was okay. I liked the second half more than I did the first half. Last up was Siobhan Magnus, and she decided to sing Think by Aretha Franklin. Now, before I get into performance, let me say for the record, best personality on American Idol ever. This is the type of girl I would love to hang out with. You know, she's weird, but I like weird. Now, on to the performance. I liked Siobhan Magnus. This girl has pipes, huge pipes. Now, I felt like in moments, they were a little bit dated, you know? It felt like I was back in the 60s and it was too old-fashioned, and for her look, for me, was a little too old-fashioned too. But that note kicked my ass. That was like the best note song on American Idol this season. It was too bad that everything else wasn't as great as that note, because she just killed it with that note. I was like, what? I think it's safe to say that Siobhan is going to be in the top 12. I think it's safe to assume that. So all in all, this was the night I was waiting for. I absolutely loved this episode. There were some really great moments, especially by two people. And they're my top 2. So the best of the night, by far, the best performance was Katelyn Epperly, and I never thought I would say that, but it was. I absolutely love the song choice, love the performance. Coming in a close second is Siobhan Magnus. That note was impressive. Everything else was as impressive as that note. She would beat Katelyn Epperly, but alas, it wasn't meant to be. Number 3 is Crystal Bowersox. Glad she's still in it. Number 4 for me was Lilly Scott. Number 5 was Michelle DeLamour. Number 6 was Didi Benami. Number 7 for me was Paige Miles. And in my bottom 3, Katie Stevens, Lacey Brown, and Haeley, Vaughn in that order in 8, 9, and 10. As far as who I think is going to go home according to American Idol, I think Lacey is definitely going to go home this time. And please, America, don't screw it up. And for the second person, I don't feel it's Haeley. I have a feeling that she's going to stick around at least until next week. So I think the person that is going home is going to be Paige Miles, which is a shame because I would have loved to hear her in the third week really let loose with the ballad. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this slice of pie. Now go off and sleep off the itis. Alright? So until next time, love, peace, and bacon grease. Deuces.